Okay, I've got 8 minutes till my train to Wesmont. So yeah, happy anniversary, Wesmont. Today is the 10th anniversary of Wesmont Station opening to the public. And as such, I want to make a video very similar to the one that's in very similar vein to the the MSU station one.
And Spring Valley. Please stand back from the yellow line and please watch the gap while boarding the train.
Yeah, if you could see through the foliage here, there's the American Dream Mall and MetLife Stadium, or as I call it, Balloon Dome at home. So yeah, I'm taking the Bergen County Line train from Secaucus to Wesmont. So yeah, as you can see, not sure if you could see it all that well, but the MetLife signs are removed due to the fact that the FIFA World Cup is going to be here, and they can't really do advertising on the stadium. But it is ADA accessible still. So that's why I call it Balloon Dome at home. The original Balloon Dome, it's referred to MetLife Stadium as well, so yeah, that's why I call this Balloon Dome at home. Which brings me on to a side tangent on how they should totally run the shuttles for the Castle Point Anime Convention, but that's a topic for another video. Just look at this. I mean, it's nature, yes, but... wait a minute. Here we go. Here's the, I believe that's the split off the Cascade Valley line, and the Meadowlands rail line. But yeah, on that line goes out to Meadowlands Sports Complex and also Sports Complex and Spring Valley. Anyway, we're pulling into our first station stop, Rutherford Station. And as you can see by this tiny platform there, yeah, it's high-level platform, and it's it's ADA accessible. Here we are at Rutherford.
Next up, passengers in car 7251, exit we see a conductor. Wesmont is next.
So yeah, we're leaving Rutherford on our way to Wesmont Station. Heritage bus. Yeah, I'm not sure if I caught that on camera or not, but yeah, I just saw the public service heritage bus, the MCI motor coach. Yeah, bit of a bus foamer. Maybe I'll ride one of them later, but for now, I'm heading to Wesmont. Topic of today's video.
Stop is Wesmont, passengers in car 7251, exit we see.
So yeah, we've arrived in Wesmont. Really beautiful station. Okay, station review time. But before that, I have a little bit of history. So, Wesmont Station opened to the public on May 15th, 2016 as part of the $400 million Wesmont Station development project surrounding a former Curtiss-Wright aircraft engine factory. The station is the newest. Technically, it actually is the newest, if we're not counting Lyndhurst, and boy, we are not. But yeah, this is basically the, quote, newest train station on New Jersey Transit, and by new, it's like a decade old. So yeah, got signs. Not sure what this thing does. Doesn't look like there's any... Oh, wait, there is heaters. I don't think they're working, though. Maybe they shut them off during the summertime, like around May. But yeah. I would review more of the station, but there is an express train gonna come through here pretty soon, so yeah. I kind of want to be on the platform for when it does arrive. But another thing you could see from here is New Jersey Transit's, one of New Jersey Transit's maintenance facilities. So yeah, this is, yeah, over there is NJ Transit's maintenance facility. It looks like they've got both their Aquatrax, their Aquatrain cars parked there. So basically the Aquatrain is a train that has 2 tankers and some special car that squirts water down onto the train tracks to loosen up, to get leaves off of the train tracks, so that way train wheels won't slip. But yeah, down there is a switch that when thrown, which you really shouldn't be doing, yeah, it'll send the train into the siding there. So yeah, it looks like there's 2 boards right here welcoming us to Wesmont Station. It also shows the current time of 6:30 p.m. But yeah, also on the platform right here, I would say there's a payphone, but sadly it doesn't work. Look how they massacred my boy. Wait a minute, there's a second payphone here. This one's broken too. Dang it. Another cool thing are these signs right here. This is track 2. And this is track 1. Track 1. Track 2. Okay, ticket machine review. English. From Westmont, I do want to go back to Rutherford because there's a bus I want to ride. And yeah, it's 120 if you have a disability or you're a senior. Westmont sits in between the 2 stations of Garfield and Rutherford. Westmont Station sits in between the towns of Woodridge and Wallington, New Jersey. So yeah, this is most definitely a cool station, and it's ADA accessible. So the interesting thing about this station, it's actually called Wesmont, not Westmont. So yeah, there is a Westmont station. It's in South Jersey on the Paco Speed Line. New Jersey Transit doesn't serve that Westmont, but Paco does. I hear the express train coming through right now. But yeah, now it's time for an elevator review. Seems like the overpass button is already pressed. Interesting. Interestingly enough, it seems like we're ascending automatically. along these walls you could see cool murals, like their outlines of stuff. So yeah, really cool stuff. Ooh, history, Suburban Life 2017. History! Is this history? But yeah, really cool. Not gonna lie, this would make a pretty sweet foamer spot. Looks cool, definitely. Oh, that's our elevator. Now time to review the elevator going down to the plaza, which already has been pushed in. So now that we've left the elevator, so yeah, there's this really cool steel wheels here. Yeah, that all represent different wheels. Interesting stuff. But yeah, it looks like an F40PH3C just passed by. So yeah, here's a big sign that says Wesmont Station. Oh, history! Is this history? Allendale Station, 1870. Rutherford Station, 1898. Wow. Mawa, Fairlawn. Wow. So much history. Oh wow, Curtiss Wright built planes here. But yeah, here's the Erie Railroad. Really cool stuff. Ooh, walking up these steps here. Yeah, I definitely see some good potential to be a foamer shot. Oh, they've got plugs here. Wish I had a cable though. Would be useful so I could see if they work. There's a sign that says 2 parking area. But yeah, it definitely seems like over there was a big parking lot. So yeah, really cool stuff. You could see the aqua trains over there. But yeah, beyond that place is a parking lot. Yeah, not only a parking lot, but it's also a place where you could, there are places there that you could live, like big apartments. Incoming right now is another NJ Transit train. So yeah, this station is most definitely done the Great Western way. What do I mean by that? Well, for one, they didn't close down any nearby stations, but yeah, Wesmont definitely added something to NJ Transit's map. You could get to Wallington or Woodridge to here, and if you have a disability, it is most definitely ADA accessible. And yeah, although the payphones no longer work, with some fixes they could work again. Hopefully they do consider fixing those payphones because they are useful. But yeah, I've got one last train here, and then I'm gonna sign off for this video. So yeah, the Wesmont Station is most definitely a useful feature. With a little bit of a walk, you can even ride the 780. And yeah, with the transfer in Secaucus or Hoboken, Wesmont definitely has the potential to be your ride to Miku Expo.